Oh, behave.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video from Geek Variants. We are going to be talking about Obi Wan Kenobi. It has finally happened. We have the new show on Disney Plus, Obi Wan, which is falling in line with the rest of the shows, Boba Fett, Mandalorian, so on and so forth. It's going down. So, me being the newest member to the Star Wars fan base, like I've watched them growing up, so I know Star Wars, but I don't know the entire lore. So this is me really trying to understand the characters more in depth and really kind of see where they're going. And I'm going to be poking a lot of questions, trying to figure out like what's what, and that's what I got my Jedi Master freaking for. So he's going to keep me on the hook about this is what this is, this is what this is. And it's like, all right, cool. So let's get it going. Obi-Wan, they started off right. They gave me a flashback of things that I needed to know to bring the story full circle for me. So with that being said, I didn't have to go through and watch all the movies. I just needed to highlight clips, gets me back into it. And it starts off very simple. These are what's going on, and kids are this way. Obi-Wan's doing his thing. And honestly, I only know this part because I spoke with these guys about the whole the conversation between Owen and Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. I knew the conversation happened because we had it. We talked about it in small talk. Other than that, I'm not sure what was going on during those 10 years. Can you enlighten me on any of that? Like he was just there watching.
For those 10 years, and I made several videos. We have a whole catalog actually on Geek Variants for everything you know about the series. During those 10 years, all Obi-Wan has done is watch over Luke. He has interfered and saved the family several times over by now. Black Chrysanthemum, your favorite Wookiee from Book of Boba Fett, yeah, Obi-Wan fought him during this time period in the books. Whether that happens now, we don't know. However, Obi-Wan has saved them from moisture farm attacks from Jabba the Hutt. He saved them from Black Chrysanthemum. He saved them from random smugglers. Obi-Wan has been that dude who's constantly saving the Lars family, protecting Luke, being super, super overprotective. But Owen, believing that Anakin died under Obi-Wan's watch, blames him and doesn't want him to have anything to do with Luke. Anything to do with Luke because he thinks Obi-Wan's going to do the exact same thing to Luke, lead him down a path that will ultimately kill him and be dead just like his daddy. So that's why Owen and Obi will not be seeing eye to eye, and they will continue to make snarky banter the entirety of the series. They rarely, if ever, made amends at all in the books.
Okay. Well, I like they set up. So we get the opening of Obi-Wan with the Inquisitors running. I was trying to figure out who they were when they came in. I was like, okay, some dudes in black, and they look, like they ready to, jack some stuff up. So found out it's Inquisitors. We got Grand Inquisitor, we had Third Sister, and then we had Hat Guy, who I later found was like fifth brother or something.
Mm-hmm. He's from the Rebel series, which is actually not a bad series in of itself. It's very kiddish though. So
I'm actually going to go back and watch the Rebel series. I actually just added it to my list after tonight because it popped up on the Obi-Wan. Disney Plus got a whole Obi-Wan timeline. So definitely going to get into that and see.
Because they just changed a huge piece of Rebels with the end of episode 2. But we'll get in that when we get there.
All right. So they got the Inquisitors running around. And the Third Sister, she goes by Reva. I think there's another character named Reva somewhere in the Star Wars universe that was mentioned as I was trying to look up some of this stuff to get information. So not to be confused for anybody who's new like me, this character apparently was created for this.
This character is created specifically for Obi-Wan. Third Sister has existed in canon before. However, what she did and who Reva is, two totally different people from all intents and purposes from what director Chow, I forget her first name, the lady who directed the series, has said 100%. New character. Really like Reva. I like where she's going with this.
Okay, yeah, she's wild. So we go through the entire, like when they did the recap, they gave us a little bit more on Order 66 and what was going down with Order 66. And for 10 years they've been hunting down people, and trying to get Jedi's freaking to get going. So I thought it was fantastic that you showed Obi-Wan just in a place of, literally, he's not doing anything Jedi-ish like the other guy was doing, the other Jedi that was in the that was first caught. It was simply just, I'm just trying to live my life and just take care of the kid. And he's so devoted to taking care of Luke, like, from afar, is like he's just kind of forsaking everything else. Is like that's just his sole purpose, and he has nothing else outside of that. And it's just it really shows, like, I guess, how broken he is.
Oh, he's got PTSD of the highest order.
Like,
he is like all messed up.
So I say I can relate, and I guess that's what I see when I'm looking at him. It's like he's jacked up and he's trying to figure out a lot of what's going on. And these dudes out here running amok, and even though him and Owen ain't there, he's still like, I'm not gonna give you up. But it looked like he kind of had to look like, consider this a favor, stop messing with Luke, I just saved your life, go away. And we just kind of get into it from there. So I don't know, that's something that really kind of got me resonating with Obi, and like I really want to see where he's going to go. Like he's kind of shaking off the rust at this point and trying to figure out what's going on. But we also see on the other side we got Leia running around, and Leia feels like Leia from what I know. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, Carrie Fisher would literally come out of her grave and just 100% congratulate this young actress on the job she's doing. This is like literally, if you just put one on top of the other and had this whole seamless transition of growth, this actress, whoever she is, I made the mistake of not looking at her name. She's doing a phenomenal job. The delivery, the timing, the poise, and that level of snarkiness, 100% Carrie Fisher Jr. Like, got the role down. Standout character right now. I love how this kid is acting. 100%.
She's great. Well, she's got like a dozen acting credits to her name. Her name is Vivian Lyra Blair. So she's been in Bird Box, Waco, We Can Be Heroes. So that that's the one with Sandra Bullock, the Bird Box thing, whatever. So she's out there. And she definitely, did her thing in this role. And I really, it's funny because you got the two options. You got Luke out there just, you don't know what he's going on. He's just kind of flying his little imaginary ship, and she's out there like, no, you a chump, because she jumped off her cousin quick. That was beautiful.
That was cold.
I was dying laughing. That was
like, part of me is like, is she using Force intuition to like figure out what his fear is and just roasting the shit out of him, or is this just who she is from jump? She's like, I see you, I see your weakness, I'm eat you alive for trying to punk me.
Yeah, so I think she's doing a fantastic job. We're really gonna we're gonna dive more into her as the story goes on a little bit without having to go too far. Like they can have her as this first part of the story, and honestly, they don't have to have any more of her outside of like getting her taken care of. But speaking of her getting taken care of, she ended up doing her inquisitive thing and just kind of running around and exploring stuff, and it got her caught up. A guy named Vect. I don't know if he's an important character in the series as far as a name or a bounty hunter, but he obviously wasn't important enough. Get on that later. But they got her captured, and they're trying to figure out what to do with her. So it's like, okay, I understand the plan. I see where Reva is going to kind of get this stuff done. She's one of them, like, I don't care by any means necessary. I'm going to do what I'm trying to do. And her last scene really kind of solidified that. Like, you kind of saw it coming, but I thought
there was palpable tension. I didn't think they were going to do that. But I have so much speculation just on that. But One more note about the actress who's playing Princess Leia. This explains so much of why immediately in A New Hope, when shit went sideways, Obi Wan Kenobi, you are our only hope. Disney did a brilliant job of tying why exactly she's like, yep, this is the dude. This is the guy we're calling up. This series is adding onto that so beautifully. So I got to give Disney props for that.
Oh, Disney's definitely got props for that. Disney got props when they said we're going to release this 3 hours earlier than what expected. Here you go. Enjoy. So not only did they freaking say you're going to get Obi-Wan the series, then they gave us 2 episodes with a third episode that we don't have to wait a full week for. So it's right around the corner. Then they turn around and say, not only are we going to do that, we're going to release it 3 hours early. So big props to Disney. They got this going. They got this figured out. Whoever whispered in the ear, like, hey, you should release early, get that person a raise. It's fantastic. Real hype. So, but again, like where the characters are going, I'm trying to, really kind of get in sync with them. And we get, that Reva, she's working for, Anakin, aka Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm. All Inquisitors report to Vader.
She's trying to all of them report. Okay, see, that's news to me. All of them report to Vader.
The Grand Inquisitor is the one directly under Vader, and then they all report to the Grand Inquisitor.
Well, it looks like she about to become the Grand Inquisitor now because she just offed him, and she gonna go back and be like, "Hey, yo, I took out your boy and stuff like that because he got in the way. I almost had him." And depending on what Vader wants, he'll be like, all right, well, now you got command, make shit happen or what? I don't know. It's gonna get kind of weird for me here because I got to figure out, make sure I understand the hierarchy between what's what because, like, she's third sister, but then there's fifth brother, but fifth brother is about to chump her off. So
all Inquisitors are vying for power. They will use any means to kind of leapfrog each other. It's just think of it like a corporation. Like you had that manager that was always trying to take down the manager above them so they could take their job.
Yeah.
The Inquisitor's the exact same way. It's like, you're in my way. I want to get to the top. I want to be Vader's person. Because it's literally Palpatine, Vader, Grand Inquisitor right here, and then everyone else is like just under. They just have number designations because your name no longer matters when you serve Vader. Vader will use you how he sees fit. He's got some really, really dark things he does to the Inquisitors that in the books made Order 66 look like light, fluffy pancakes.
Really? I want to see that shit.
He would dismember them and torture them for amusement. And like when the Grand Inquisitor dies in the books, Vader traps him in a Sith temple for eternity. Doesn't trap him for a little bit. This dude's literally begging for his life so he can move on to the afterlife. Vader says no. It's like, you will continue to serve me well after I'm gone. Vader's not a nice guy.
Yeah. That's just not good at all. So we definitely see that I kind of get a little bit of a Mandalorian feel kind of here, where Haja was able to help Obi-Wan, the fake Jedi, and and that's Kamali Nanjiani. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Harold and Kumar.
But he's helping him out. So it looks like Obi-Wan's kind of building a team similar. Not necessarily a team that's going to go fight, but a team of resources.
Yeah, because one of the resources that we saw earlier, that person holding the clone trooper helmet, that's Commander Rex. Rex directly served under Anakin during the Clone Wars.
Okay.
So him being homeless and a vet begging for money now should kind of show you where Anakin's head's at with everything going on, because him and Rex were like close.
Wow. Okay.
But now he's homeless, middle of the streets, begging for money to survive. Rex also, though, did help Ahsoka escape. So he could have been fired for that. And
the way Vader rolls, I'm surprised he didn't fucking kill him. Shit. I mean, look, it is what it is. But the fact is that I wouldn't have got that piece from that one guy. That probably wouldn't have came to me.
Because I mean, that was Tamara Morrison. That was Boba Fett. That was the same exact actor.
Okay,
That's Rex, the guy with the beard. Same
really?
exact actor.
That was him. I couldn't see. Like I may have been watching.
Because all clones were made in Jango Fett's image. Boba was
Okay.
made directly in his father's image. So
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
all this.
See?
It can all be the same guy, and he's just going to keep getting work. So
Yo,
good for him. I ain't mad at that.
I didn't. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't put it all together yet. So freaking, that's fantastic. Like, my wheelhouse here. So this is good. I like learning stuff. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited to find out more. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So we could see him on repeat for sure. And I kind of wonder that if they're going to get to a point, because this is Vader and he's run everything. This is just a side note. I remember they had to use one of the local like 501st Legion teams or something like that, freaking for
one of the fill-in garrisons.
Yeah, so I wonder if they're going to keep using some of those guys and stuff for some of this. I think that'd be pretty cool if they do. Just because it's
the 501st is a great garrison. They have really, really cool armor. They're very passionate. They do a lot of children's work. They do a lot of charity work. And they give a lot of their time and energy and resources to make kids' days better. So it's like, shout out to you, 501st. Shout out to you.
So that's great. So Reva is on one, and she's definitely looks like she's the primary antagonist for Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's primary antagonist is Vader. So just kind of going like this. Like
he's not really love triangle, except just
Reva's like, all right, cool. He's like, I'm not really worried about you. She's so worried about him to help him, where he's just like, okay, you're here. I got to find out what's going on with you because you're still alive. I left you for dead. I love high ground. So it was great. And then
not a high moral ground. Leave your apprentice out there to burn to death.
It's a good chance, Palpatine make an appearance.
Do you want to? Palpatine should not be in here. But the thing is, everything from the trailers we got, basically episode 1 and 2, there's like maybe one scene that was not included. So we have all new footage moving forward. All new footage.
They did say something that I caught, and they said, and I don't know if this was in the original movie, so you can tell me. When they talked about, I'm gonna give you some more training to do in a way that you can communicate with your master, with Qui-Gon, right? That's what I'm saying. So was that said in the original movies?
That was said in the original movies. That was said in Revenge of the Sith at the end, where Yoda is literally telling Obi-Wan as they're parting, your master learned how to become one with the Force. He started talking to me. I'm gonna teach you how to do it. So Qui-Gon's basically just getting the text message and leaving him on red right now. In the comics, Obi-Wan is weeping at the grave of Anakin's mother, apologizing for failing her son, who was like his brother, and all the potential that he had. And then Qui-Gon then will answer him and be like, you need to move on. Like, you need to let go of your attachments.
So,
which dark and sad.
Liam Neeson is going to show up at some point.
Fuck, I hope so. Fuck, I hope so.
For that. But even with Obi-Wan and stuff, like, we could literally have, a big old reunion and stuff like that, because Ahsoka, she's already been showing up. She's got her series. She's been around for a minute. Now, of course, with Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, they work together with Anakin, right? They were doing all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Obi-Wan was the master of Anakin, who was the master of Ahsoka. Okay. And they always were in group together all the time.
So now we're definitely going to get some pushback because that, and then there's the other characters that we could see in the future having to do with Ahsoka and stuff. The general, right?
Right.
Yeah. So see him moving around doing some stuff, and then everything with the guy and something about Rebels and stuff. But spoilers. I already know some of the spoilers, which is not going to bother me for watching the show. But somebody was lost at the end of Rebels or something like that.
Ezra Bridger, Kanan Jarrus' apprentice, was lost, along with Grand Admiral Thrawn. To defeat Thrawn, he literally launched one of his ships into deep hyperspace with some space whales. and they could never find his ship. And Ahsoka apparently is going to go look for him.
Yeah. So and that's where and now all this stuff is kind of chaining together for me. So I'm just trying to take my little bit of notes here and just kind of see what I can put together and just.
Because they already retconned one of the characters' deaths from Rebels, so it's like I don't know. Okay, they didn't necessarily retcon it, but do I bring this up now? I might as well bring it up now. We're already here. The Grand Inquisitor fights Kanan. Kanan defeats the Grand Inquisitor in a building that's literally exploding, and then Kanan offers him a helping hand while he's holding onto a ledge, and he's like, "I can save you." It's like, it's either I'm going to save you or I'm going to kill you. It's one or the other. I forgot which mood Kanan was in at that point in time. It's been a while since I watched Rebels. And the Grand Inquisitor said there are some things that are worse than death. And then he just literally let go of the bridge and fell down while the exploding building was happening. So we assumed he died there. And now we have this. So what happened?
Was it the same Grand Inquisitor?
All reports indicate it's the exact same timeline. I looked it up the minute it happened. It seems congruent. It could have happened. It could also be another person of the same exact species that was this high up. But to my knowledge, there's only been one Grand Inquisitor, and it was him, who is now.
Well, if he fell to his death and so that, but you didn't see a body, come on, you know how this stuff works.
Yeah, it's like how Mace Windu is not confirmed dead.
Yeah, he ain't
Just
dead.
give me Samuel L. Jackson dead.
He ain't dead.
Give me Samuel L. Jackson. Sassy, angry, and whispering at least one motherfucker.
Sassy, angry,
just one.
And purpley. Like, let's go. I want it. So, yeah. No, I think they did a real good job with this series so far. I say, I don't how many episodes are in the series?
6.
6. There's 6 episodes. We got
We're
2
third way done.
We're about to get third and stuff. So it's really gonna be good. Right now, just from the initial episodes and stuff like that, like, and this is me not knowing a whole lot about Star Wars, so like that, and this is still my initial reaction before a lot of information. Like, I'm still giving this like, you know, an 8 for me, and I just because I leave a little bit of room for improvement. I don't know what I'm missing, what parts and stuff like that. I definitely think it's good, and that score can improve depending on how things transpire throughout the rest of the series, so that. But these episodes each and stuff, they got 8s for me. I'm thoroughly excited. I enjoyed the episodes. I felt like a few things were all like I didn't need to see Reva doing all that flipping crap she was doing.
They were just showing off what they can do with the Force.
Yeah, a lot of that.
It was something that wasn't covered.
She was
properly
doing moves that were unnecessary. Like, she could clearly clear that gap, but she knocked something down to do a front flip into a back flip to walk. Like, you could have just walked across that. So, like, stop it. So, little stuff
that's
like
exactly
that.
how I would abuse the Force. So let's.
I mean,
look, I have a high ground on that.
That's fine. I mean, that's you, but you know, I'm just practical because if I'm trying to get from A to B quickly and stuff like that, I'm not wasting time doing this, and that's why he got away, because you too freaking slow because you want to be all fancy twirly and all this other crap. So, whatever. But again, stormtroopers can actually hit some stuff. Thought that was pretty neat because some Jedis were dead in Order 66, which of course is what expanded. But
that was when they were still clones; they weren't humans, so technically they're different. The clones are sharpshooters. The stormtroopers are a little.
So when they start getting
human error,
when they start getting the
decommissioning the clones.
Okay,
that's why you have the whole vet thing. They're like, "Yeah, we're done with you. Be gone."
See more information. Cool. All right, you answered my questions and stuff. I think I'm pretty solid.
If you guys haven't already seen the videos, I have like 4 or 5 different videos breaking down everything you need to know, either pertaining to Inquisitors, Obi Wan, everything going on with Luke, Darth Vader. I have a mini series already made on Geek Variants. Check it out. Obviously, I think very highly of the series because I'm a Star Wars fan, which, you know, we're very picky about what we like. But the main purpose of this show is for the new viewers to see what they think of Star Wars and what they enjoy. Be sure to ask questions in the comments. Be sure to check out the other videos and drop questions there. I'll answer them. I will get back to you. We have plenty of stuff to talk about in the galaxy far, far away. And as always, if you aren't already Be sure to hit the like. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. There's that watermark in the bottom part of the page. Hit it if you like anything we talked about today. We appreciate it. Anything else, Will?
Nope, I'm all good. I was just waiting on episode 3.
See you guys in the next video. May the force be with you.